Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
All right, I don't want to lie.
Okay. I'm still not seeing it on my phone. Maybe it's a little delay.
It's all good.
Okay, yeah, I see it now. We ain't got no echoes or nothing like that, do we?
Lie. I don't hear no echoes on my side.
Okay.
Hey, if y'all can hear us pretty good, Baba Kushai put a 1 in the chat.
I don't think we got nobody in here yet.
The sister Rocker Mine here. Real Officer could not talk the top.
Let's see, Matthew. Hold on real quick, not the show. We finna get started. Y'all just give me 1 second. All right. Hey, Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK. I'm Officer Picard. Out of the ISUPK, Alabama. ISUPK started on 1 West 125th Street. You know, and our whole plight is to let blacks, natives, and Hispanics know what they should be doing according to the Bible and to their heritage and their culture. Now, the thing about it is, man, what you got to understand that brotherhood and sisterhood, when you hear brotherhood, it's synonymous with sisterhood. You understand? What does brotherhood mean? Not shop. What does brotherhood mean to you?
Brotherhood would be, having love for your brother, being willing to do for your brother and put them before yourself, taking care of your brother.
Right. Okay. What else would brotherhood mean? Do it just mean taking care of another person? What about it? What if your brother loves you?
Go gun. It got to go both ways.
Okay. So that means that you should be taking care of yourself also.
Go gun.
All right. So with that being said, man, you know, it's been a big debacle about, you know, could 100 men defeat uh, one gorilla? You know, and my answer to that is 100 motivated men could definitely defeat a gorilla. Okay, I take it even further. A man can defeat his demons if he was motivated to defeat his demons. He could defeat his demons if he was motivated. He could defeat white supremacy if he was motivated. You understand? And you know, being an ISUPK is enough motivation for me because of the brothers that's here. You understand? When I see my brothers out here, you know, everyday living, and I know they living, they holding the standard that I'm holding, that motivates me to defeat white supremacy. That's the real thing. Are we gonna be able to defeat white supremacy and do what the Lord wants us to do? You know what I'm saying? Let me get 1 John, start at chapter 2 and 9. 2 and 9.
So go on. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 9. He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even until now.
Read that again.
So come, 1 John chapter 2, verse 9. He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even until now.
All right, so how are you gonna say that you in the truth and you hate your brother? There's no way possible that you could be inside the truth and you're hating your brother. You understand? Those are characteristics that we're supposed to leave inside the world. Brothers inside the ISUPK, we took an oath, and with that oath comes with loving your brother. You understand? If you ain't doing that, then you still in the world. You understand? Now, I know it's a saying in the world that says, fake it till you make it. But you can't do that in here. You understand? Because there's always a light on you. You understand? When you come inside this truth, if you truly come inside this truth, it's always a light on you. So you can't fake it in here. Eventually, you're going to be weeded out. So with that being said, man, you know, why waste your time even coming in here and then, you know, not even trying to follow it, you know what I'm saying? Not even trying to follow it. She's not even trying to follow the commandments and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake it till you make it in here. All right, keep reading.
Come. 1 John chapter 2, verse 10. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light.
He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, man. If you love your brother, you know what I'm saying? It's going to show, man. It's going to show that you love your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Loving something is something that you can't fake. Example, if you love your brother, you know, if your brother needs you, you're going to step up. You ain't going to let nobody down talk your brother. You understand? You're not going to let anybody, you know what I'm saying, mistreat your sister. You understand? Anything like that if you love them. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand, loving something and loving someone is an action. You understand? You don't just love in word. You love in deed also. Okay? So if you saying that you love your brother and you ain't showing that, then you are in a serious what's the word I'm looking for? You're in a serious situation where you're not living inside this truth. Okay, keep reading.
Come. And there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
Right, okay. Example. Now, I don't know who you guys was in the world, but in the world, me, myself, you know, I would do a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it came crunch time, you know, to make some money. Okay, I would, you know, pick up a pack, you know what I'm saying, and go do what I need to do or whatever I felt like I need to do. You know what I'm saying? If I was having a hard day, you know what I'm saying, I want to have a good night with my woman, I would go buy those drugs. You know what I'm saying? Use those drugs. I would sell those drugs. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself a pretty courteous guy, but how courteous can you be if you're a drug dealer? If you're a drug user? You understand? You're not courteous. You know what I'm saying? You still a selfish bastard. You understand? And so, with being inside the truth, I fight those demons. I fight those demons to when I'm running behind on bills. You know what I'm saying? To go out here and try to, do what they say, make ends meet. I fight all those demons. I don't fall victim to those demons. Why? Because my brothers out here, they you know what I'm saying, they can see me out here. Somebody can see me and be like, hey, man, I thought ISUPK was home with the truth, man. Officer Picard out here living, foul, man. Officer Picard out here just doing whatever he want to do, man. He living like his dog eat dog out here. You know what I'm saying? I can't live like that because I care about my brother's reputation. You know what I'm saying? I don't just care about what I need at the time. I care about my brother's reputation, and that's a true sign, of what you love. You understand? It ain't all about, what I'm saying, just speaking something, man. A brother can, I can salute a brother up all day and just be like, man, hey, brother, man, I love you, whoop de whoop. But if it come down to it, if I know that brother is holding the standard and I'm not out here doing the same thing, there's no way possible that I love that brother. You know what I'm saying? You can miss me with that. No way possible I can love a brother and I'm not living the way that he's living. You know what I'm saying? Just like Christ said, he called, his disciples his friends. Why? Because they're doing what he commanded them to, meaning that they're doing the same thing that he's doing, and he's doing the same thing that they're doing. The old saying goes, birds of a feather do what, not to shop?
Fly together, sir.
Okay, if birds of a feather flock together, you understand, in the world, why would you think it's any different, when you're coming into the truth? You understand? So that means that you're not going to let your brothers down. You're not going to be the weak link. It is no weak links inside the ISUPK. We don't do weak links. You know what I'm saying? And we see a link that's weak, we strengthen that link. You understand? Because brotherhood is something that should strengthen the next brother. You understand? Now, if you wicked and you just want to fall out the truth, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You want to lay down your sword, that's on you. You understand? But if you really are a brother that's trying to rock it out, you know what I'm saying? Brothers will come to you and try to, strengthen you in your time of affliction and whatnot. Okay? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 11. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth.
Man,
Because
look,
that
if you know what I'm saying, hate your brother, you already in the darkness. And you don't know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon, if you fall out of the truth, man, guess what? Pretty soon, you're going to be in GMS. After GMS, you might hop to IUIC. You know what I'm saying? After IUIC, you might become a Muslim or something. You know what I'm saying? Or you might start following 607 up. You know what I'm saying? 607 up say he believes that God is Sophia. You might start following him. Because you know what? If you fall out of the truth, you don't understand that this is the truth, and you fall out of here, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're going to end up. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a man that is how can I put this? I'm not gonna say not smart, but I'm gonna say you have to be a very feeble man to fall outside of this truth, man, and run to something else. That means you're looking for something easy. Okay? We didn't come inside this truth, you know what I'm saying, because we were looking for easy. We came inside this truth for the most part. I know I did, because I wanted to be who the Lord wants me to be. You understand? I don't want to be the statistic that the world wants me to be. You understand? I don't want to be that guy that's, you know what I'm saying, doing 33 years in the feds, or another statistic that's dead on the news from gun violence. You understand? I'd rather be the brother that shows my people how to overcome that. You understand? That's the real gorilla inside the room, man. The real gorilla is white supremacy. That's the gorilla. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, when I seen that post, I thought about it. Now physically, I know that 100 brothers could, you know what I'm saying, 100 motivated men could defeat a gorilla. That, you know what I'm saying, it's really gonna be like, well, yeah, you know, it's probably gonna be about 10 cats that gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, the 90 will prevail. That's a small price when it comes down to the price of war. You understand? A lot of cats in history, man, they done lost so much more than just 10 men. You understand? I can't, not do you know the statistics on how many Russians died in World War II? I keep talking while if you pulling that up. You know what I'm saying? How many Russians died in World War II? I'm just going to use that as an example. Nobody comes into anything that they truly believe in because they think it is easy. We are in here inside this truth because I hope that you think it is worth it for your people to be on top, for your people to, you know what I'm saying, to have the kingdom. You understand? Go ahead.
I got that number whenever you get ready. Salagi, sir.
Go ahead.
It says the Soviet Union suffered approximately 27 million deaths during World War II,
Man, go ahead.
Including both military and civilian casualties.
27 million. 27 million. Now imagine that. They was willing to lose 27 million plus some. I believe they probably would have lost more to just, you know what I'm saying, for what they believed in. You know what I'm saying? They believe in communism or whatever the case may be. They believe that the Germans, you know what I'm saying, were going down the wrong road. I don't know all the politics on World War II. You understand? But they was willing to lose 27 million people. And you ain't willing to put down a cigarette. You ain't willing to keep a woman, you know what I'm saying, and not one nighter for the kingdom. You ain't willing to do something as simple as stop eating pork. Doing something simple as going to your brother, him and he alone. You understand? So many beefs and rumors out here, you know what I'm saying? So many beefs out here are started behind a rumor, behind another brother dragging another brother's name through the mud because you don't know how to do conflict resolution. The Bible teaches you conflict resolution. But no, you want to fall back into the world, and if you fall back into the world, you're going to get the same results as those brothers that are still inside the world. So man, we're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, be an organization of brothers that not only say what to do right, but to do these things. You understand? If not, man, you're not in the truth. Because me and my brothers, we believe in going to him and he alone. You understand? You know why? Because that squashes all the chitter and chatter. It squashes all that. And then you know what? If we don't get it, we can go to a man superior to us that has more wisdom to us to sort out what we can't sort out instead of getting carnal and worldly. You understand? And by doing that, man, that is the answer to what's going on with our people day to day. It's always some he say, she say. You understand? I think they did it over there. So, you know, I'm gonna go ride on them. Instead of just going to them and seeing, you know what I'm saying, just talking to them before it even gets that bad. You understand? Read verse 11 again from the top.
Come. 1 John chapter 2, verse 11. But he that hateth his brother
Hateth his brother. How do you hate your brother? Like I said, not going to him and him alone. If you ain't going to your brother, he and him alone, you hate that brother. You understand? And that's not going to work, man. You hate your brothers if you're not, you know what I'm saying, out here upholding the standard that, you know what I'm saying, Commander General Hunter put down for the ISUPK. You hate your brother. You understand? Keep going.
Come. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness.
You in darkness, man. It ain't no two ways about it. If you hate your brother, you in darkness, man. You understand? And you're going to be eventually weeded out, man, if you hating on your brother, man. Keep going.
Come. And walketh in darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and knoweth not whither he goeth,
You
because
confused,
that
man.
darkness hath
You
blinded his
confused. You
eyes.
confused about everything. You confused about what you should be doing. You know why you confused, man? Because you're wicked and you're weak. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason you're weak is because you're not fighting. You got to fight. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the slogans, if I could use that term in ISUPK, is life is about war and nothing else, man. That means every day when you step out here, you got to fight. Every moment that you're conscious, fight. Every moment that you're unconscious, fight. You understand? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I fight in my sleep. You understand? And that's just the life I have. I fight in my sleep, man. And the thing about that is, man, you know what? I'm never going to give up, man. You understand? Lord willing, I'll never give up. So you gotta have that same spirit, man. You understand? And with that spirit, you can defeat white supremacy, the gorilla, or what have you. You understand? The Lord, if the Lord with you, man, you can defeat a gorilla with 10 men. You understand? The Lord is with you. You understand? And inside the ISUPK, we know that the Lord is with us. That's why we're going to uphold the standard and do what thus says the Lord, because we want the Lord to be with us in everything that we do. You understand? If there's somebody in here that's not doing what thus said the Lord, we trust that the Lord is going to remove that brother, or either strengthen that brother and make him get in line. All right, keep going.
Come. I write unto you, verse 12. I write unto you.
You was start from because.
Come. Because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Man, look, man, the darkness has blinded your eyes, man. And you can't see, man. The darkness has blinded your eyes, and you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. You crashing out, basically. The darkness has blinded your eyes, so you ready to just crash out. You just swinging blindly. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't even have to do that. You understand? A lot of these things, you know, can be worked out when a brother talks to another brother. Just a simple communication thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Communication and understanding. You understand? And just, you know, taking your taking how you feel out of the equation and looking at it from that brother's point of view. You understand? If you can look at it from that brother's point of view, you might can be a brother and see why that brother may be offended. You understand? But instead, you just look at stuff from a selfish point of view. Yeah, this computer right here, it went out on me too.
It's completely out. Is it charged up?
Yeah, it's charged up. It just cut off and said it was having a problem. It's a lot to take. Go ahead. All right, so let me see. What was that? 11.
Come. We was at the end of 11.
Okay. All right, so drop that. Let me okay. Drop that. Let me get Matthew 25 and 40. Matthew 25 and 40.
Come.
Hey, shalom, y'all. Ba'ashem, y'all. Shabbat Barakatah. I see you, y'all, tomorrow.
Matthew chapter 25 and verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Right. Okay. So what you have done to the least of the brother, you have also done to him. What does that mean? Okay, so let's say we got an officer of 50, right? Trooper or whatnot. And I'm treating this brother like he don't deserve for me to, you know what I'm saying, be able to come to him and him alone. He don't deserve to teach a class, you know what I'm saying? He don't deserve for me to pick up a phone call from him. Officer 50 calls, and when he calls, I look at my phone. What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? I can't treat a brother like that. I can't treat a brother like that. I cannot treat a brother like that just because. So like, do I got an echo? Hold what you got now, shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. What about the mic?
Yeah, if I do it, it's gonna echo and kick it out. It's fine. We can hear you. I'm trying to make it more.
Well, I can turn that phone down.
No, it's coming from here.
The echo is coming from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. Let me try it before
Man, like I ain't gonna lie. 20 minutes after you left, the mother just shut down.
All right, knock the shot. Add yourself back to the screen if you can.
Go.
How you do? Can you do it with taking the third camera off, or it got to be on there?
I think it's gonna have to be on there because we got 3 people on here. I don't know how to take just that one off.
Is this audio in the bell?
Couple, it's clear. Hold on, so like, let me try this real quick.
This is audio in the bell.
You might have to unmute that laptop.
Okay. Try it now.
Test. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We got like a little lag in it. Okay, we'll fix that. I'll take that off. What's just from that phone? Okay, we'll keep it like it is. All right, add this. You on my shot? All right, no sweat. We'll leave it like that. We'll fix it. We'll worry about that next time.
All right, no sweat.
All right, no sweat.
Hey, Master Shot, can you hear me okay?
Come. I hear you fine.
All right.
All right, little cross.
All right, slow down. All right, so if you will, Bible Shot, read that again from the top.
Come. Matthew chapter 25 and verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Right. That also goes for sisters too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You cannot deal with a sister unrighteously. You understand? If you deal with that sister unrighteously in a way that the Most High said that you're not supposed to deal with them, you know what I'm saying? You might, you know what I'm saying? You stand against the Lord. You understand? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you know, we in here, you know what I'm saying? We know that, you know, if we lay with a sister, we stay with a sister. It ain't no teaching ways about that. We don't have the option of, you know what I'm saying, taking a sister for a test drive. There's no such thing as a test drive. The test drive is the courtship. You understand? That's the test drive. After that, after you cook that meat, that's not your wife. That's not your real. You know what I'm saying? We can't just hit them and forget them in here. That's what they do inside the world. You understand? How can we expect the Lord to be with us when we're not living to the standard that He has set for us? That makes no sense, man. Read that again from the top.
Come. Matthew chapter 25, verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Yeah, man. So we gotta treat each other with respect in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't have no respect of person, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to just a simple manners and being courteous. You understand? Uh, I remember Captain the bar a couple of weeks ago. Not sure you probably remember. He put a post on Facebook and he said, if everybody inside the world had guns, you know what I'm saying, what would be the climate or something like that? Like, as far as like how would people deal with each other? You remember that, Natasha? Did you see that post?
Nah, I didn't see that post.
Okay, yeah. So he was basically asking, how do you think everybody would deal with each other if everybody in the world had weapons? What would society be like? What do you think, Natasha?
It's like, so if I could, I would say folks would be a lot more courteous than they are right now. They would definitely have a lot more patience with each other because they don't want to suffer gun violence.
Right, man. That's real, man. You know, if I may, you know, prison, if you will, is a prime example of that. If you ever go to a prison, you know, whether it be state or federal, in different states, you know what I'm saying, out of the 50 states or whatever, all around the world, brothers deal with each other with a certain amount of courtesy. You know what I'm saying? Is excuse me when you coming through that aisle. You know, you don't sit on another brother's bed. You know what I'm saying? You stand in line. You know what I'm saying, to go eat. You know what I'm saying? They deal with each other with a certain amount of courtesy. You know why? Because if they don't, then you got different factions inside that prison. That may be Bloods, you got Crips, you got, you know what I'm saying, if you're in the feds, you got the South Card, the West Coast Card, what have you. They're going to go to war behind that, you know what I'm saying, for the slightest disrespect. And nobody wants that knife put inside them. So, with that being said, we got even more motivation than that. Because if we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to get the kingdom. We're going to get rulership. You understand?
Right.
We're going to get rulership. And that's why I titled, you know, the class 144,000 versus the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I seen that 100 men versus one gorilla, I said, hey man, you know, the fight that we fight now is way more perilous than that. You understand? There's
Right.
several more battles that you can have that's way more perilous than a gorilla. You understand? Like, this is a plant eater. You understand? The white man eats red meat. You know what I'm saying? He like his meat bloody.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? He wants to make leather out your skin, man. He wants to work you to the bone. And you telling me that a gorilla should be my most perilous battle that I say, oh no, no way I can defeat this gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm fighting white supremacy, man. I'm fighting trying to, you know what I'm saying, the brainwashing that's been put on my people, man, to let them know that they are the greatest on earth.
Right.
You understand? That's what I'm fighting, man. That's what me and my brothers are fighting inside the ISUPK, man. All right, so let me see, man. Let me get Ecclesiasticus 6 and 8.
Okay.
How much time you got, Natsha?
About 20 more minutes.
Okay.
It's like, so you said Ecclesiasticus chapter 20, verse 8?
Chapter 6, verse 8.
Come. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 6, verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Man, look, inside the ISUPK, man, we're going to have to do more than just be a friend for our own occasion. Be a friend when it's convenient for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nothing about the ISUPK got anything to do with convenience. It ain't got nothing to do with convenience, man. You know what I'm saying? If you came inside the ISUPK, you came inside the ISUPK to fight. You understand? Right. You joined the Lord's army. The same way you would expect to join Esau's army and to go to Iraq. and go to Afghanistan. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, they probably finna end up in Africa if Russia don't come over here. You understand? Right. You can't expect that you're not going to have to fight.
Right.
You didn't come here. This ain't the Masons. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the Masons. This ain't the Boys Club. You know what I'm saying? We actually are really trying to change things. We're really trying to doggone get our people out of oppression, man. And we ain't playing. You understand? And if you playing, then you really just need to step aside because you are part of the problem. You understand? Because me and my brothers, man, we are dead serious. You understand? We are dead serious about our people. You understand? What black, natives, and Hispanics mean the world to me. You understand? They mean the world to me. You understand? And to get my people out of the condition that they're in, if the Lord says I need to follow these commandments and follow his instructions inside this Bible, well, doggone, that's what I'm going to do, man. Right. That's what I'm going to do if it kills me. You understand? And don't think that, you know, it couldn't happen. You understand? Because like I said, man, you was have the Lord's army, man. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened to Christ. You think that, you know, it couldn't happen to you. Look what happened to his disciples. You understand? You think these days that, you know what I'm saying, death, you know what I'm saying, for this truth could not be part of your life, but through death, your kids are going to live. You understand? Your generations are going to live. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this for your own occasion. You got to think about your brothers and your offspring. You know what I'm saying? Which eventually you will be born back into this world if you believe inside this Bible. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it like that, man. We ain't just doing this for the right now. You understand? Right. This is an investment, man. It's an investment. And it's a serious investment, man. You know what I'm saying? And it requires action. It requires discipline. It requires doggone forgiving your brother, man. It requires all that, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Hey, Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Hey, it's somebody. I don't know if you checking the chat. It's somebody disagreeing with what we teach, talking about Christ is the end of the law. And I can put it on the screen if you can see it a little bit better. We put that in there. And
let me see. 1 Timothy. I don't have any idea what these brothers talking about.
Right.
He said Christ is the end of the law.
Right.
The Bible. Give me. Well, let me see what else he wrote down here. All right. Give me. I come out to do away with the law. I'm paraphrasing.
Okay.
You know, this brother right here, he don't understand Christ. You understand? He don't understand why Christ came. Okay, what you don't understand about the law is that the law has been increased. You understand? The law has been increased. You can no longer offer up doves, offer up lambs, or you know what I'm saying, go outside and burn your prize dope that you might have out there sitting on 24. You can't sacrifice none of your things, you know what I'm saying, to be forgiven for your sins now. You know, the wages of sin is death. You understand? That's the price that you have to pay for knowing the truth and still going against it. You understand? Knowing the commandments to keep and going against it. You understand? The law has not been done away with. The law has been increased. Now he wants your life. You understand? The Most High said, you know what I'm saying, the Most High gave up his only begotten son, his special son, for you to just go ahead and sin again. You understand? Nah, he'll go ahead and take your life. You understand? If you're not going to accept, you know what I'm saying, the sacrifice of his only begotten son, his only special son, he's going to go ahead and just unalive you. You understand? Read that for me when you got it.
So Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Okay,
Or-
hold up. It said, think not that I have come to destroy the law. Chapter and verse
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17.
5 and 17. All right, go ahead.
Come. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
He didn't
Or
come to destroy the law. He didn't come to, you know what I'm saying, make the prophets seem like they were just whistling Dixie. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he came for. He came to do what?
Come. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
He came to fulfill the law. You understand? For you to not just make the law in practice, something that you do, and oops, if I do it, you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna give them some doves or whatever. He didn't come to, you know what I'm saying, he came to fulfill the law, to make it like if you don't keep the law, then you reap the consequences of not keeping the law. You think I'm playing? Okay. Why do homosexuals catch HIV? Monkeypox. You understand? Why does the dope dealer end up inside prison with AIDS or dead inside the street? You understand? All these things that that we do that's against the law, the punishment has been increased. I keep reading.
Come. Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass.
Till what?
Till heaven and earth pass.
Where are you riding shotgun with Jesus? You think you are a that's a real, funny name. You riding shotgun with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You're not riding shotgun with Jesus because Jesus believed in the law. You don't believe in the law riding shotgun with Jesus. Keep reading.
Come. Till heaven and earth pass. One jot.
Has heaven and earth passed? Aren't we here physically on earth? We're here right now, physically on earth. We're here right now, physically on earth. Keep going.
Come. One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law.
That means you ain't supposed to change nothing about the law at all. You understand? You're not supposed to change anything about the law. You're supposed to keep the law. Riding shotgun with Jesus. You don't believe it. You believe in white Jesus. White Jesus lets you do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? White Jesus lets you be a homosexual. White Jesus lets you use drugs. You know what I'm saying? White Jesus lets you do all that. He said he died to make us perfect without seeing something that the law couldn't do. Okay, something that the law couldn't do. You know why the law couldn't do it? Because if we were still under the punishments of the law, then you would sin and offer up 10 doves. You understand? So when you sin now, the wages of sin are what? Death. Okay? So instead of, you know what I'm saying, him letting you offer up 10 doves and keep being wicked, keep being a Christian, he's going to just go ahead and wipe you out and let you come back and try it again. You understand? That's how that goes. All right, keep reading.
Come. One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
Till all be fulfilled, man. Till we get this kingdom, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so,
You
he
know
shall
what? This is for you riding shotgun with Jesus. Read that again from the top.
come. Matthew chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
That's what we strive for. riding shotgun with Jesus. Now you, on the other hand, you know what I'm saying, you might make it. You understand? But at the end of the day, you're gonna be sweeping floors, man, for misleading people. I don't know whether you're Israelite, you know what I'm saying, you're so-called black, native, Hispanic, or you're a devil. If you're a devil, we got some chains for you. You know what I'm saying? With a mouth like yours, spewing all that jazz out, you know what? I'm gonna keep a muzzle on your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a forked tongue. You put a muzzle on your mouth so you can shut up and pollute this air no more. You understand? But anyway, damn him, man. Whoever he is, you know, he just has a problem with the truth. Let him go smoke weed or whatever he want to do. Let him ride shotgun with Jesus, the white Jesus. But anyway, what was we at?
So
What was the last verse I gave you?
We was Matthew chapter 25, verse 40.
Verse 40.
Oh, so like we was in Ecclesiastes. So like we was in Ecclesiastes.
Okay.
And then you was finished that. You was giving me the next.
Okay, Ecclesiastes 6 and 8.
Come.
All right, go ahead and read that. We're gonna close it down.
Come. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Right, so I already broke it down. You know what I'm saying? You can't be just a friend for your own occasion, man. We out here for a purpose, and that purpose is bigger than us. Okay? Keep going.
Come. And will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
You know what? Inside the ISUPK, we looking for the smoke. We looking for the trouble. Because you know what? We know that we're not going to get the kingdom without facing that trouble head on. We know that we're not going to get the kingdom without being scorned on the street, having scoffers. People telling us, you know what I'm saying, color don't matter. People telling us, you know what I'm saying, you know, a man can only have one woman. People telling us that doggone shooting, weed is from the earth. You can smoke weed if you want to. We have to abide in this day of trouble, man, because you know what? We know why we're doing this. You understand? And all I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, before I close it out, man, the reason why, okay, a lot of you guys out here, y'all got low self-esteem. And I get it. You understand? The world's beat you down. Every time you turn on the TV, you're seeing, you know what I'm saying, the black man, the black woman. The black woman is being casted as a whore. The black man is being casted as a loser or a homosexual. Okay? So you're watching all this stuff on TV. You understand? People inside the world, you know what I'm saying, they starting you up at $20 an hour, and they giving the devil that comes in $10 more to what they giving him $30 an hour. I understand why your spirit, you know what I'm saying, your resolve is shaking a bit, man. But at the end of the day, man, you know, you're gonna have to gird up your loins, man. You gotta gird up your loins, man. You gotta strengthen yourself, man, and understand that just because they say you're weak, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean that you're weak. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you're weak. You know why? Because the Most High said that you are not weak, man. Your strength comes from the Lord, man. Your strength don't come what the white man says you are. Your strength comes from the Lord. And if your strength comes from the Lord, why would you do the things where the source of your power is? You understand? So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end the class, man, and you know, I hope that that helped, you know what I'm saying, a lot of brothers and sisters out there deal with this you know, daily battle that everybody's going through, man. With that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go ahead and end the class. I'm passing over to Priest and Officer Knockshot.
Go. Live to get these security announcements up. These are the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. When a brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. Salakia. If they need transportation.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple, and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing